was so devastating that many of its victims were paralyzed in spirit as well as body.
I love viruses, I love infectious diseases. I'm fascinated by these things. I'm a very visual person, I just love images. I want this to be the most creative place in the world to do vaccine research. I've worked with 2 of the most transmissible viruses on the planet. Viruses are beautiful. Viruses are biologically intriguing. Viruses are always surprise us. But you should never forget, it is something which is rather deadly.
In January of 2020, we started to see information about a respiratory virus coming out of China and about increasing cases. We just started talking in the scientific community.
People are thinking, will it spread? Will it burn itself out?
All of us at the CBR, we were following the number of cases, and we knew this is going to get out of hand.
I said to my family, now's the time to get ready. I said, you need to order some hand sanitizer and some wipes, and you need to be prepared.
Then the WHO announced it as like a pandemic. You could see that the infection is spreading worldwide, and I knew that it's not going to go away.
Paul, by then, he started saying, maybe we should do something about this.
And we're sitting at the table, and he says to us, it's time for us to mobilize. Like, we are the Center for Vaccine Research. We have a wealth of knowledge, and we need to participate in this response.
Music bed.
What is our skill set? What do we bring? What can we do? How can we help?
We know how to do vaccine development. We know how to grow viruses in culture. We know how to study immune responses to vaccination or to infection. All of those skill sets kind of came together, and we said, okay, we'll trudge into this space. Paul, if you want to lead us there.
We needed to begin to understand the biology of that pathogen.
Let's talk about vaccination in general. V-A-C-C-A, vacca, that is Latin for cow. Why does it come from cow? That makes no sense, right? Late 1700s, early 1800s, there's a guy named Edward Jenner. He observes that women who milk cows, known as milkmaids, they get a disease on their hands that is known as cowpox. And those ladies, turns out, are protected from infection from smallpox. And he says to himself, what if I take the cowpox from the milkmaids and intentionally give it to people who've never had cowpox? And he does this, and essentially he demonstrates empirically that giving someone cowpox protects them from smallpox. And that is the birth of vaccination.
What was most important to do as a virologist was get that virus. We had to get it here. Valentine's Day 2020, the virus arrived in Pittsburgh in a box, not in a person. Many of the individuals in Pittsburgh justifiably asked the question, why are these people bringing this virus that we're hearing about on the news into Pittsburgh?
The University of Pittsburgh's Center for Vaccine Research is on a very short list.
The Center for Vaccine Research is part of an international team.
Police say their lab is one of a handful that can handle studying a virus like this.
Everyone on this floor suddenly shifted to working with SARS coronavirus too.
He opens the door. He takes out this very cold rack. This tiny, tiny tube that Shan will show us contains millions and millions of virus particles. We can now use this deadly virus to create a life-saving vaccine to COVID-19.
But vaccines are only going to work if enough people take them. And I can completely understand why people worry, why people are hesitant. By doing good science, that allows us to build trust, to work with communities, because we're all part of one community. These are not vaccines just for one part of the world, but these are vaccines for everyone.